Okay, so I'm hoping we are live now. Just let me know in the chats if everything seems fine from your side. Hi everyone, how are you? Uh, Ashish Jangra this side, back again. This is day 3 of Data Science Bootcamp. So we are going to summarize whatever we have done in the last session, and today I'll teach you the data analysis using inbuilt functions. We are going to make different kind of plots as well. We are going to make the visualization, and at the end I'm also going to share with you the assignment. So yeah, just let me know in the chats if the audio and video is clear to you. If you're having any issues regarding that, do let me know. Otherwise, we can start the session. And till then, you can also share the stream link with your friends or with your WhatsApp group, so that more students can take the benefit from this, because this data science is means a huge thing in nowadays. Every company is using it, and if you're having a practical knowledge about it, how you can use hands-on, how you can make hands-on projects on it, that would be a cherry on top of the career. Okay, so okay, audio, everything is fine. Okay, is that okay now? I'm hoping it is okay now. So yeah, so hi everyone, hi Arun, hi Abdullah, hi Umangdeep. Okay, that is great. So I'm hoping we can start with the session. So I'm hoping it is clear now. Especially the audio part is clear now. So I'm presenting the window with you so that we can summarize whatever we have discussed in the last session. At the end of the session, as I've told you, I will give you an assignment, and some couple of question will be there. Based on the assignment, you can get the scholarship on our master program. You can win exciting goodies and also the certificate to the top 100 performers for the assignment. Okay, I'll tell you how the assignment works. That will be on our customized data set, on GeeksforGeeks data set. Okay, so hello Akshat, and let me present my screen with you, and let's summarize whatever we have done yesterday. So this is the TED Talk analysis from scratch. That is something we have discussed yesterday. So I am just giving you an overview in just 2 to 3 minutes what we have done so far. So we are importing to libraries. This is some inbuilt thing that if you are creating a Kaggle notebook, that's something that you will get already. Okay, and after that, this is from where we have started working on it. I'm reading the CSV file, which is the data set, and after that I'm printing the data set. This is how the data set looks. We are having 5440 rows and 6 columns. Each row is having a title. It means each TED Talk is having a title, is having the author name, is having when it is published, the total number of views, likes, and the link of the TED Talk. Same thing we are having for all the TED Talks. Okay, and now I'm checking if there are any null value in this or not. And here you can see we are having one TED Talk where I'm not having the author name. So what I'm doing, I am using this function. What this will do, it will drop NA. NA means null values. It will drop all the rows where we are having null values. After that, means after doing that, one row will be deducted. So we are having 5399 rows and 6 columns. That's something we have discussed earlier as well, right? So what should be the next step? The next step is we are converting it into a 2D array, and now we have started analyzing it using indexing. We have used indexing for that. Okay, I'm hoping you understood the concept yesterday. And we have found the total number of authors. These are the answers that we have analyzed from the data set. Okay, so how many number of the total number of authors are? What we have done, we are going through each row and we are going through index 1. What is it at index 1? At index 1 I am having, at index 0 I am having title, at index 1 I am having author. So I'm going through each and every author. I'm adding it to a set. Why set not list? Because in set, okay, I'm hoping it is bit visible, more visible. So in set only contains unique values. If we are adding two number twice, then that will be counted only once. So that's why we are using set, so that if we are adding an author multiple times, that will be counted only once. So here we are having total of 4,443 unique authors. Okay, and then we have find, like, let's suppose if I want to know about the TED Talks performed, means TED Talk given by Bill Gates. So that is the answer. Thus the TED Talk given by Bill Gates, the links to it, okay, the name, when it happened, how many views it is having, how many likes it is having, and apart from that we have also printed the links to it. Okay, drop n is for dropping the null values, right? And here you can see df. After that I am printing the data frame just for the visualization. And here you can see, if you want to know total number of views on all the TED Talks, that's something we have discussed, right? We are taking views column, I'm going through it, and I am adding all the views, right? So basically I'm taking the views column and finding the sum of views. So this will give you these many views. It is yes, 11.2 billion views are, means there are total of 11.2 billion views on TED Talk so far. Okay, then we have discussed about average views per video, how we have found it, the sum of all the views divided by number of videos. Okay, average number of view of Bill Gates, we will find the number of views on Bill Gates, sum them up and divide them by number of TED Talks. Okay, like to view ratio, that's something we have find, which is not given in the data set, but we have created it, right? Similarly, we have find the TED Talk, find the data even after writing the view to like ratio. We have we are visualizing the basically presenting the data set. So these are the things that we have discussed so far. And at the end we have discussed, if you want to know about a particular article on a particular category, how you can find it. This is how you can find it. Clear? So this is something we have discussed so far. Okay, now what I will do, I will use inbuilt functions. I will use couple of inbuilt function to do the same thing, but in a much better manner. Clear? So to do that, I am creating, means what I have done, I have just click on edit. So for that purpose, you need to create a new, means you need to have an account on Kaggle, but that's something we have discussed earlier as well. Okay. Yes, you can get the data set for practice as well. From where you can get it, there's already a link given in the description, okay, of the, I would say codes, right? Or the dataset link, to be more specific. The dataset link is already given in the description. So what you can do, you can go to the dataset link of TED Talk. Like if I'm explaining you the thing. So this is the link which is given. So what you can do, you can go discuss like here it is about the dataset, and what you can do, you can create a new notebook here. You can scroll down and here you are having an option to create a new notebook. You can click on it and you can practice it. Okay, that's the link. The link is already given in the description, but don't need to go there now, because here we are discussing the concept. Just understand the concept, and after that you can go and practice. I will give you the data set as well from my side, which is this one, but I'll tell you at the end of the session. Okay, so now I am taking the same data set. Okay, means I'm creating a notebook and I am loading the data set, and after that I am dropping the null values. This is something we have discussed earlier as well. Same thing I am doing now, but rather than using the inbuilt function, I am going to use some means rather than writing your own logics, we are going to use some inbuilt functions for that. Okay, if at any point of time there's anyone having any question, do let me know in the chats. Okay. Okay, great. So here you can see it is executing. Once it is executed, like I am removing it, and do let me know if you are having any issue with the codes. And if I'm printing the df of head, what will I get if I'm printing df of head? Anyone wants to give it a try? What I'll get if I am writing df dot head? How many rows I'll get? How many rows I will get? Do let me know in the chats quickly. First 5. First 10, no Rohit. So the answer is first 5. Brilliant. So be active on the chats. I'm going to ask a lot of questions today, because the more you practice, the better you will become at this. But 10 is not the answer. So if you are executing it like df.head, it will print you the first 5 of them. If you are defining data of head of 10, then it will print you the first 10. But by default, it will print you df of, if you are by default executing it, this is something that you will get. Okay. Now, I will tell you how to sort the values. For example, if you want to know, right? Earlier we have discussed about how we can find like how many titles are given by a particular person. What's the average view, right? What's the mean view? What's the maximum view, minimum view? But now if I want to sort all the values, like I want to know, I just don't want to know what is the maximum views. I want to know about the videos which are having the maximum views. So to do that, what I need to do? I need to sort all the values. Okay. So for example, I am writing a markdown here and means let me write it here only, so that means I'm having lesser number of code, lesser number of cells to execute. So this is the head I'm having, and here I'm going to use the sort by function. And if I want to find like the top TED Talks based on views, if I want to know about the top TED Talks, top 5, top 10, top 100 TED Talks based on the number of views, how I can find it? So for that purpose, what I'll do, I'll take the data frame. Okay, I'm not going to use any means your own logic. I'm going to use the inbuilt functions for that. Okay, so I'm going to take the data frame. Now what I need to do, which column I need to take to find the maximum number of views? I need to take views column, right? So what I write sort underscore values. Okay, this is an inbuilt function. Okay, I'm going to use df.sort underscore values. Once you are writing this, you need to define here two things. First thing is by which factor you want to sort them, right? What should be the factor? Either it should be based on likes or based on views, because these are the two numeric numbers we are having, right? Let's suppose if you want to do it based on views. So let's write views. I want to sort it based on views. If we are executing it, here you can see we are having the data frame sorted based on views. But the problem is the top I am having 1200 views, then 1300, 1500, and at the bottom I am having 72 million if I'm not wrong. Yes, 72 millions, which is at the top, at the bottom. I want the top one. So I need to also define if you need to go for ascending or descending order, right? So what I'll do, I write ascending is equals to false, because I want the values to be in descending order. Now if I'm executing it, here you can see I'm having all the values in descending order. Simple. Now if you want to print the top 5 of them, can anyone wants to give it a guess? How I can print the top 5 of them? How I can find the top 5 of them? That is going to be really easy. How I can find the top 5 of them? Now, if you are executing this, and here you can see the view that you can see is still a data frame. And how to print the first 5 of them? Just write dot head at the end. Exactly, Abdullah, Aditya, Concept, Graduation, and Srishti. Shilon. Yes, we are having the answer with us. The answer, like Phoenix Amy saying dot capital HEAD. It's not the answer because Python is case sensitive, but yes, I understand your logic. So if I'm writing dot head, so these are the top 5 TED Talks in terms of number of views. Clear? Now, so far so good, because we have not done anything special. We are just using inbuilt functions, and this is giving you the answer. Like, and here you can see top 5 TED Talks in terms of number of views. So that's the answer, right? So what you can do, you can directly, means rather than going to YouTube and checking which of them are having the most number of view, just come to the data set, try to do the things by your own, because this will feel, you will feel gratitude, right? Like all the things you are doing by your own. So here you can see these are the link. You can go to the links and watch the videos. These are the top videos, and you might have seen the video as well. Do school skill creativity, brilliant video. You might have seen it as well. If not, you should watch that. So these are the top videos in terms of number of views. Similarly, if like, do let me know in the chat how I can find if df is equals to, if I want to find the top 5 TED Talks based on likes. If I want to find the top 5 TED Talks based on likes, what them should be. Now from here you can see they are almost the same, but if I'm printing, let's suppose of top 10 of them, let's execute top 10 of them, and here I'm defining, let's suppose top 10 TED Talks based on views. Okay, and here I'm writing the question, top 10 TED Talks based on likes. Okay, let's see if they are the same or not. So here you can see what you need to change. What you need to change? Yes, Aditya has given the correct answer. Yes, so does Akshat, Abdullah. Yes, brilliant. So the answer should be not based on views, but based on likes. We are going to find it. So instead of views, I'm writing likes. Execute it. And here you can see these are the top 10 videos based on views to likes. Views and likes. Clear? Sorted. Now you might think all the videos are exactly the same. The region is same because the more number of views you're having, the better, the more number of like it also having, right? The basic funda. What if I want to know? Now I want to know about the like to view ratio, right? That is something I want to know. Like which are the top 10 videos based on like to view ratio. So for that purpose, what I am doing, I'm going to the last code. I'm directly copying the code from here to add new columns based which is view to like ratio, right? This is the code that we have written to add view to like ratio. Okay, so I'm writing the code here. So I'm going for length of data, and data should be, means this is something that you need to write. Okay, I'm writing data is equals to df dot value. So what I am doing, if I'm going for df dot values, it will convert the data frame into a list. That's something we have discussed yesterday as well. Once it is done, like, okay, let me give you a brief about that as well. Okay. Okay, npy objects is not callable. This is how it should be done. Okay, so if I'm printing data, so this is the array that we are getting, and data of 0 will give me the data of first TED Talk, climate action needed by Ozawa. Just check from the original data frame, climate action needed by Ozawa, and same list goes on and on as per you are going. Like this is the data of next TED Talk, and the next TED Talk, and the next TED Talk, and the list goes on and on and on. Okay, now what I will do, I'll go through each and every TED Talk, and I will divide the divide the number of views by divide the number of likes. Okay, that's something we have discussed earlier as well. No rocket science, we are directly doing it. Okay, once it is done, I am going to add it to, like, in the data frame as well. I am writing view to like underscore ratio. Okay, and view to like ratio, I am adding this view underscore to underscore like ratio. And if we are executing it and printing the data frame, this is the data frame we are having, and now we are having this. Okay, now instead of typecasting it to an integer, we can also round that off. Okay, you can use round function, and you can round that off to, let's suppose, last two digits. Now if you are executing it, what you will get, rather than printing the direct value, we are printing it in this manner, right? Means because integer for 33 or 34 or 35, we can have multiple videos, but for the 35.58, like if we are comparing these two videos, now we can see this is having a better like to view ratio. Simple, no rocket science. So what we are doing, we are taking the data frame now, and because what we need to do, we need to find top 10 videos with most view to like ratio, not Russian, but ratio. So if we are executing it, so once we find this out, and once it is found, what we will do, we write sort underscore values. Okay, and the answer, a lot of you might have have given the answer as well, like well done Aditya and Priya, that is the correct answer. So by should be view to like underscore ratio. Okay, so I'm writing VTL underscore ratio, and ascending should be false, and at the head I am writing 10 so that it will display the top 10 of them. And here you can see these videos are different from the top videos. That means the videos which are having most number of views and most number of likes, it is not like, it does not mean like means they are having the best view to like ratio as well, right? Here we can see the camera that can see around corners. That's also brilliant video, you should watch it. They are having around not even 1 million views, but best view to like ratio. Similarly here you can see not even 1 million video, but 1 million views, but great view to like ratio. Same goes for almost all the videos, right? So that's how it works. And we have find that out as well, top 10 videos based on the view to like ratio. Similarly, so view is done, likes is done, view to like ratio is also done. Okay, so if you are having any question that you want to be answered from based on this data set, do let me know in the chats. I'll be more than happy to answer it, like, so that you can also see like how the whole process works. Okay, so once you are having this data frame with you, so the top number of authors, these are the things that are already discussed. So let me go to the data set where we are working. Okay, this is where we are working. So total number of authors, that's something we have already discussed. Okay, now view to like ratio is done, and now I am hoping you are having the concept clear how to use sort values. So what should be the next step? Okay, now let me tell you the next step. So the next step should be how you can use GroupBy function. Okay, we are also something called as a GroupBy function, which can make groups based on a particular condition that you want to apply. Okay, for example, if I want to know about finding the most popular TED Talk speaker, okay, in terms of number of views, earlier we have discussed it, right? Like yesterday we have discussed about, if you want to know about the top 10 TED Talk speaker, we have taken the author column and we are just finding the description of it. What you will get at the end, if you are directly performing the description of it, it will tell you the total number of entries, the total number of unique entries, and which author appear most number of times. It will just give you the author name and how many times he has given the talk. But if I want to know about the top 5 of them, top 10 of them, how I can find that out? Obviously, just sort the values is not the factor here. We need to make the groups, right? We need to count how many times a particular author appears, right? So that's something we are going to do now. So let me present my screen with you again, and let's find that out. So this is the DF of head we have printed, and these are the 2 answers, 3 answers already given. And now I'm going to write a new code here. So top 10 authors with most number of TED Talks. Okay, now we need to find out the top 10 author based on the most number of TED Talks. So if I'm printing the data frame of head, so this is how it looks. Now what we want to make the groups on author column, right? Now let me tell you how GroupBy works. So we are having a function which is called as GroupBy. Okay, and here we need to define at least one column should be there. This is used when we are having at least one column to be compared. Okay, and here you can see we are writing it like df.groupby, and here I am writing author column. If you are directly executing it, it might not be able to do anything. Why? Because we have just defined just make the groups, but how it will make the group? We also need to define some couple of conditions, right? So to write such conditions, what we will use? We will use like based on which factor I want to find. If I'm writing dot size data frames, okay, the spellings are incorrect basically. So I'm writing group by. So if you are directly executing it, no answer. But if I'm writing, for example, size and enter it, so here you can see what it has done. It is printing you how many authors are there and how many times each author appear in this particular column. BEATNYC, like whatever author, I don't know about the name, but these are the authors and each author appears one time. Like it is displaying you just 4443, which are the total number of authors we are having. We know that. And L seat is the author who appears twice. Now this is the data that we are having now. Now what I can do in that case? What should be the next step? Just let me know in the chats. Once we are having this data with you, what should be the next step? The next step should be we can sort the values. Can we do it? Definitely we can do it. We are going to sort the values, and this time we are having no options, right? Because we can only sort them based on one, because it is not a data frame, it is a series now. Okay, whenever you are printing, just like for example, if I'm printing the DF, this is a data frame. If we are having just one dimensional vector where we are having just rows or just one column, so in that case what will happen? For example, if I'm taking author, it should be within double quotes or single quote, not like this but like this. So if we are printing it, this is the format, and if I'm checking the type of it, it is of a series type. Okay, so in this case on series, because we are having just the numbers, so based on the numbers I want to sort the things. So I will just define here sort the values, and the values are now sorted. Okay, but they are also in which order? Ascending order. So what we need to do? We need to reverse it. Here we need to define ascending is equals to false and execute it. And here you can see all the authors are there. Just write head on the top. These are the top 5 authors, but we want 10 of them. So just find out the 10 as well. These are the top 10 authors we have given the TED Talks. Alex is the one. Then after that we are having sorry if I'm pronouncing the name incorrectly. Matt, we are having again Alice, Elizabeth Cox, and Emma, Daniel, and Frank. And we are having these 10 authors. Basically, we have given most number of TED Talks. That's something we have analyzed, right? Which is not given in the data set. We have done it. Okay. So similarly, if you want to know, let's suppose now I'm going a step further with the analysis. Okay. I'm also going to find a couple of things which are not given in the data set. For example, this is the data set we are having. I'm printing the data frame again, and this will make the things a little complicated. What if now if I'm printing the date column, in the date column I'm having date and year, means not date and year, but we are having month and year. We are having two things, right? So what if I want to know about in which year how many TED Talks has happened, right? So if I want to do this, what should be done? Because here the problem is we are having a string where the text is written of the month, and along with that we are also having the year. In that case, what should be done? The thing should be we need to go through each and every date and we will split the month with the year. Okay, we are going to use some image processing, some natural language processing, or not means natural language processing tasks. We are having the text, we are going to find the important information from it, we are going to slice it, and we are going to see how the thing can be done. Okay, so the question is clear. What we need to find out? We need to find out, like I am adding mark down here, how many articles are published in 20 not articles but how many TED Talks are given in 2020. So if you want to answer this, so what you need to do, you need to go to the date column. But the problem with date column is it is not working because we cannot directly find it out. So what we will do the same approach. We'll perform the same approach. I am taking data is equals to df dot values. Okay. If I'm printing data here, now we are going to use the same approach that we have discussed yesterday. So what we will do this time, I need to go through each and every date. So what I am doing, I am going for date in data. This is date, this is data. Make sure there is a difference. Okay. So if I'm printing data of date of, here is the 0th index, here is the first index, here is the second index. Okay. Let's take in range of length of data because yesterday we have discussed in the same way. So now here I will define of data date, or let's define I only so that it won't be means otherwise it will be complicated from your side. For data of I of at which index I am having the data, at which index I am having the dates. Anyone wants to give it a try? Is there anyone who wants to give it a try? So here you can see if I am going for data of 0, 1, like if you are going back to the data frame, 0th index I am having the title, first index I am having the author, second index I am having the date. So I am going for data of I of 2, and now if I'm executing it, so it should be range, not range. So if I'm executing it, here you can see I'm having all the dates. Now these dates I need to split, and someone has given the answer already as well that we can use split function for that. Because what will happen, for example, if I'm taking one date, okay, this is the data I'm taking, and let me write a code cell here. This is how it looks. Now I want to split the date, the month and year. So what I'll do, I'll split it based on a space. Why? Because here is the month, here is the year, and it is separated by a space. Clear? And because it is separated by a space, if I am executing it, here you can see at index 0 I am having month, and at index 1 I am having year. I am going to take this concept. I'm going to use this concept in this. Okay. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to split it based on a space. Now if I'm executing it, here you can see all the dates, months and years are separated, right? So I'll take this. If I'm printing the 0th index of it, what I will get? If I'm printing the 0th index of it, what I will get? Anyone wants to give it a try? 0th index will give you the month, first index will give you the year. Now what I am doing, I am saving them in two different lists this time. Why I'm saving them in two different lists? Because this will help you to make a new column in the original data frame. So I'm writing month, right? And I'm writing date because I am not using date variable now. So I'm using month and date, or month and year, sorry, my bad. So first of all, I am writing month dot append, and then I'm writing year dot append, Clear? So now if I'm executing it, just hope for the best and let's see if what we are having in month and date. So at month, I'm having all the months, and at year, I'm having all the years. That's brilliant. So what I need to do, all I need to do is just remove the cell, but it is because it is not of our use now. I will take it. I will remove this one as well because that's also not of our use. I will take this data and I'll save it in the original data frame. So I'll create a new column named as year. So let's see what was the earlier So date was that. So I am going to use date of year is equals to year, and I am going to use df of month is equals to month. Simple. So now if I'm executing it, after executing it, here I'm having couple of data from the last cell. So if I'm printing df of df dot head and execute it, here you can see I'm having two new columns here named as year and month. Okay, now once we are having year and month, do let me know in the chats how I can find the sorting, how I can sort the values. Do let me know in the chat how I can sort the values based on years, or how I can make the groups out of it, because the main funda is how many TED Talks are given in 2020. So the answer should be, I will take the data frame, I'll take year column, I'll equals to is equals to 2021, and I'll pass it to the original data frame. This is the concept that we have discussed earlier as well. Now if we are executing it, okay, it should be, because 2021 is in the string format. Now if I'm executing it, these are all the TED Talks happened in 2021. If you want to do it for 2020, this is the answer. How many TED Talks are happened in 2020? 501 TED Talks. Clear? And if you want to sort the values, yes, Shresh is saying you can sort the values. Sort the values can be done, but it won't answer the question that we have, which is how many TED Talks are given in year 2020. These are the number of TED Talks given. You can find the length of it, and these are the number of TED Talks given in the year 2020. Okay. Similarly, now if I want to know how the trend, okay, I'm going to the final step, the trend of TED Talks frequency by years. Okay, that means year by year, what is the trend going based of the number of, or the frequency of TED Talks. That means in each year, how many TED Talks are happening? How many TED Talks happen in, let's suppose, the year 2020, 2021, 20 means 2019, 2018. So to do that, what I will do, I will use the GroupBy function. So first of all, I am printing the head. Once it is done, what I will do, I will use the GroupBy function. So what I will do, which column I need to take. Which column I need to take? I will take dot group by. I am going to make the groups of what? Years. I am going to make the group of years. Year, basically. And here I need to write size, because I want to find the frequency of each year in this year column. So if I am executing it, what I will get? I'll get the answer to it. And here is the answer. So here you can see in 1970, 2 TED Talks happened. 72, 1 of them. 83, 1. 84, 1. 91, 91, 1. And this is the trend going on. This is how the trend going on. Right? Now, this is not how I want it to be displayed. What if I want to make a graph out of it? That is also really easy in Pandas. If you want to make the graph out of it, year wise, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do dot plot, and here I need to define which kind of graph you want. This time, let's suppose I want a bar graph. Dot, I am defining a bar graph, execute it. This is the trend. Okay, from 1970 to 2022, this is the trend. And from here you can analyze, right? If I am asking you a question, right? The trend is going up till 2019, right? But after 2019, in 2020, we are having lesser number of TED Talks. In 2021, we are having even lesser number of TED Talks than the 2020. Why does that happen? Why the hell does that happen? Why number of TED Talks are decreasing after year 2019? What is the reason? From the data set as well, you can find out the reasons, right? That's happening. And Vijneshwar, Shesh, Rohan, Abdullah, Umang, that's absolutely correct. Because of COVID, a lot of things are means closed, and TED Talk is also one of them, and that is why we are not able to means we are having lesser number of TED Talks. And in 2022, we are just in the third month of 2022, so lesser number of TED Talks happened so far. Whatever number of TED Talks happened so far in the last month, because the data set is created last month, so however whatever number of TED Talks happened so far, that are there. But once at the end of this, I'm going to update the data set, so the answer will be different, because this is a real, this is a data set which is updated frequently. Okay, so this is how it is performing. Now, how means what if you want to know about the frequency, but not based on years, but based on months. Okay, let's see if what happened in month, because by default you might have seen, okay, in means in all the months there might be equal number of frequency of TED Talks happen. But what if we can find that out. So I'm going to use GroupBy function. Just let me know about the in the chats about the logic. What should be the logic in that case? What is the logic that I need to apply to find the number of TED Talk frequency by months? How many TED Talks happens each month? In which month we are having how many number of TED Talks? Just let me know in the chats about the logic. And till then, I am taking the data frame, and because I want to know about months, so I am taking month as a frequency and execute it. And because I want to count the size of it, like how many TED Talks happened each month, so now if I'm executing it, here is the answer. In April, 576. In August, 200. December, 334. February, 725. Right? So now the problem is we don't want to see the numbers. We want to plot the graphs. So just plot the graphs now. So dot plot, which kind of graph I want? Let's suppose I want a bar graph. Here is the bar graph, right? The values are cluttered because the months cannot be sorted. These are strings. The months cannot be sorted. We can define, rearrange the columns, but the months directly cannot be sorted. Clear? Now, once that is done, what if I want to sort them? Because from here as well, you can see in January, we are having least number of TED Talks, but in February, we are having most number of them. Why it happened? It might be because TED Talks might having couple of events. So let's sort them in an order, in ascending or descending order, then it might make sense. So here only, before it, I'm writing, once we are having the data frame, like if I'm executing this is something we are having. So let me sort the values based on means by we are having just one factor. Either I need to define, either I want it to be in the format of ascending or descending. This is in the descending order, and once that order is defined, I'm going to plot the graph for it. So here you can see the graph is in the descending order. Most number of TED Talks happened in February and November, but in January we are having least number of them, right? How about December? December as well. I mean the peak season is in October, November, February, March, April, and in May, June we are having very less number of that. So the peak, if we can say, is in February and November. Clear? Now I'm going to increase the complexity now. Okay, this is the last thing that I'm going to discuss, and after that I will tell you, like we are going to discuss about the assignment part. So the last question that I want to discuss with you, how you can do the same thing, month-wise analysis, and I will compare this month-wise analysis with by months in year 2020. Okay, how I can do the same for the year 2020. Now to do the same with year 2020, first of all, I need to have the data of only year 2020. Here I need to do two processes. Either means the first process would be, I will take the data frame, I will go for the year, and I will check if the year is equals to 2020 or not. If here is 2020, I'll take the data and pass it to the data frame, and these are all the TED Talks happen in year 2020. You can compare it from here. Once you are having that, what should be the next step? I'm saving it in a new data frame which is called as df_pr, which is a pre-processed data frame. Once you are having this data frame, instead of performing the operations on this data frame, I'm going to perform the operations on this data frame df_pr, because in this data frame, if I'm printing df_pr, I'm not having the whole data. I'm only having the data of 2020 articles or 2020 TED Talks, right? So what I have done, first of all, I have taken all the TED Talks of 2020, then I'm performing the operation of it. Now if I'm executing it, here you can see in October of 2020, we are having most number of TED Talks. Let me remove it from here and paste it here, because we are going to compare it with other years as well, like 2021. So if I'm executing it here, so in 2020, in October, we are having most number of them, but in 2021, in October only, in 2021 as well, in October we are having. So trend is almost the same, but if you are talking about June, we are having 20 TED Talks, but here in June we are having 80 TED Talks, but October still is the same. Let's discuss about some other year, because this will give you a brief idea, like how the whole process work. Here as well, okay, here in October we are having less number of that, April we are having most number of that. This might give you an understanding, an event, right? TED Talk might have an event. The worldwide conference also having, TED Talk is also having worldwide conference yearly basis. So then from here you can also find, like, I'm not pretty much sure, you can find it out by checking the data from the internet if that exactly happens or not. But in 1 month we are having most number of TED Talks. Like in 2020 it is in October, 21 we are having very most number of that. And here you can see the difference is huge. Like from July we are having almost 60, but in April we are having double than that. Okay, so that's the difference. So that's how the things can be find out. You can compare the things and it will be better. Okay, totally depends upon how you can see the things. Now I have given you a thorough analysis on how the thing works. So from the very beginning, like, just let me zoom a little bit in. Okay, so from the very beginning we have discussed how we can find the top 10 TED Talks based on views. So we have used sort values for that. After that we have discussed about sort values, how we can find using sort value the number of most like videos, how we can find the most number best video based on views to like ratio, best video best authors, right, who have given most number of TED Talk. You can also find the best author based on their views, right, because then in that case you can sort the values. You can write another operation here as well, and let me write it here. For example, if you want to find out the author with the most number of views, then instead of size we are going to use dot maximum number of views, means dot sum. Right, now what I want to sum, I want to sum the views. So here I will define views. Okay, here I'll define views and the ascending should be false. So now if I'm executing it, here you can see the author. Here I'm taking two columns at a time. If you are comparing from the data frame, here I'm taking author column. I'm making the groups based on the views. And which operation I'm performing on views? I'm performing operation of sum, means total number of views. Total number of views Alexander is having. Total number of views Sir Ken is having. Total number of views Bill Gates is having. Total number of views Siemens Snick is having. Okay. Similarly, if I want to find the average number of views, just go for mean. And in average number of views, we are having totally different results. Here we are having Emmy at the top, but here Emmy is at number 7, right? So here you can, this is where you can apply the operations. Clear? No rocket science. I'm hoping everything is clear. If you're still having any doubt, do let me know. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the very interesting part, that is about the assignment. Okay, so now I'm going to share the assignment. Okay, but before going through the assignment, before submitting the assignment, there are some instructions that you need to follow, otherwise it won't count, right? So that is why you should listen carefully how the assignment should be there and how you need to submit it. I'm hoping all of you have registered to the data science program, the data science bootcamp. Okay, is there anyone who has not registered in data science master bootcamp? The link is already given in the description. Okay, so this is the data science bootcamp that we are having. Okay, this one. So this is the data science bootcamp that we are having. Practice.geeksforgeeks.com slash .org slash courses slash data science bootcamp. You need to register here first. Okay, free of cost. This is a 5 days boot camp. We are a part of it. Most of you might have registered, but those who are seeing directly from the YouTube, this is where you need to register first. Once you registered in that, you need to go to start course. Okay, free of cost. There's nothing you need to do. Okay, once you click on that, like it is asking me to sign in, I'm not going to sign in, but once it is signed in, this is the page you will get. This is where you will get. Okay, the day one is already done, published on YouTube. You can go through it. The day two is here, TED Talks, data analysis. We have done it. The day three is today, where we have discussed about data analysis thoroughly using inbuilt functions. Okay, here is the assignment. This is where you need to go for the assignment, but there are a couple of rules that you need to follow. Clear? The assignment is of 30 minutes first of all. Okay, the assignment is of 30 minutes. There are a couple of questions given in the assignment. What are those questions? I am going to display you the questions. Okay, these are the questions that we are having. The link will also be updated on the description itself, named as code link. Let me see if it is updated or not. Okay, this code link is not updated yet, but I will tell you how to reach to the code link. Okay, once you go to the description, you are having the dataset link page, so which will be like this. Sorry, so this is the dataset page. Sorry, it was again wrong one. So the code link is given in the description. This is where you will land. So what you need to do, you need to go to my profile. Okay, the dataset link will be updated in the description as well, but it will take some time. Okay, couple of hours. So what you need to do, you need to go to the codes. Okay, in the codes we are having this published. Okay, Geeks for Geeks article submission. This is already published. Geeks for Geeks article submission. Okay, so this is the link. If there is anyone who can paste this link in the chat, that would be great, right? It will make the things easy for us. Okay, so once it is done, what you need to do, here we are having couple of questions. First thing, this is the code that you need to execute first. This is must, because I am dropping the null values. Okay, here you can see I'm dropping the null values, and because so that you and me will get the same answer, because in Geeks for Geeks article there might be couple of null values, right? That you need to draw first. So make sure to use this code. Once this code is executed, here we are having couple of questions that I'm asking from you. Okay, let me explain you each question one by one. How many authors do we have in the data set? Right, to show you the data set, this is how the data set looks. Okay, so in this data set you can see we are having title of the article, who is the author, when it is last updated, the links of it, the category of it. Okay, once you're having all these things with you, you can go to the notebook, and from here you can see what I want to say. I want to know how many authors we are having, how many unique authors we are having. First question, you need to write the logic here. You can take the reference from it. This is not the notebook that you need to submit here. You need to find the answer, and the answer, once you find the answer of all the question, then you can go to the website and submit the solution here. Because in once you click on assignment submission, there is a window open of 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes, you need to submit the solution. And I know 30 minutes not the time. in which you can find the answer to all the question. So that is why I'm giving you this notebook. Okay, in this notebook all the questions are there. You need to find the answer. Once all the answers are found, what you need to do, once all the answers are found, you need to take the answer and submit it on the portal. Clear? First question is clear. How many easy articles are published on GeeksforGeeks? From here you can see in this articles we are having the category of easy, medium and different kind of articles. You need to just write, just find out how many easy articles are there. Next question, which category is having most number of articles? Either it is easy, medium, so you need to perform whatever logic that you can think of. Totally up to you. Okay, I'm not going to give you the hint now. What percentage of articles are in expert category out of total number of articles? Which percent means you need to find out how many articles are there in expert category, divide them by number of articles, and you will get a percentage. Either it is 10, 20, 30, 40 or whatever percentage it might be. Okay. Now, percentage means the answer would be in the integer format only, right? Because here you just need to find the answer. The answer should be given once you find all the answer, you will give to the assignment solution, and in that you are having 10 questions MCQ based. Okay, the answer will be MCQ based. You don't need to publish, means you don't need to publish the code. This is here just so that you can have all the question. You can practice it, and once you have practiced it, you find the solution for it, the answers can be submitted there. Okay, so what percentage of articles is clear? You need to find the percentage, and once the percentage find, you need to publish it. Okay, so this is just to find the answer. Who has written most number of articles at Geek4Geeks? So number of articles we need to find out who has written most number of it. Okay, who has written most number of articles in expert category? Okay, who has written most number of articles in expert category? Make sure to read the question carefully. Otherwise, don't come to me. Okay, sir, I just take this and means you don't understand the question. So that it happens sometimes. So just go through the questions multiple times, and once you are clear with the concept, then only you can submit it. Okay, which day of the month has most number of articles published? Okay, totally up to you how you are performing it. Which day of July has most number of articles published? You need to find the day. Okay, means either 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 10th or whatever. Which month has least number of articles published? Throughout the data set, you need to find out which month has least number of articles published. Growth rate of articles written in 2021 as compared to 2022. This might be a tedious question for you. Okay, so the question is, first of all, you will find out the number of articles published in 2020. Okay, let's suppose there are 5,000 articles. Let's suppose. Then you will find the articles published in 2021. Let's suppose 10,000 articles are published. 2020, 5,000 articles. 2021, 10,000 articles. So the growth of how many people, the growth of how many articles? 5,000 to 10,000. 100% growth. 100 should be the answer. 100 is not the answer, by the way, but you should find the answer based on the calculation. You need to do the calculation and find the answer whenever. So what you need to do, just go to all the quiz, means go through all the questions. Once all the questions are answered from your side, you are having the answer to all the questions, then only you can go to the quiz, and you are having a window of 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, you need to submit all the question. 10 question, each question is MCQ based, so no complications will be there. Once you are having the answer, either it in 2 decimal places, 1 decimal places, there you will get to know, right? There's no complication. Most of the answer is in the integer format only. Clear? And the difference is also going to be there, so you will have an idea what answer to be filled. Now the deadline, the very important question. The submission can be done only after 12. Okay, 12 midnight means tonight. Only after that you can make the submissions. Clear? So that you are having a 3 and this is the starting, and it ends at tomorrow 8 p.m. Okay, tomorrow 8 p.m. is the last time when you can submit it. After that it is gone. Clear? Two things are clear. First thing is clear, it is starting from 12 midnight and go up to 8 p.m. That means a total of 20 hours we are having. You can include these 3 hours as well to find the answer to it, because the code links or the questions are also shared with you. What you need to do, the data set is also already published. It is in the description. You can go to the my Kaggle account and you can see all the data set published. You're having the data set, but make sure to execute this code. This is a very important code that you need to execute first. This is the code which is very important. If you are not executing this code, then the problem will be there. You means the answer that you are writing and the answer that we are having will not match, and eventually you will not get the benefit of it. Okay, so that is it from my side. If you are still having any questions, do let me know in the chat. I'll wait for 1 more minute, and after that I'll close the session. And for tomorrow's session will happen on Zoom, where we are going to discuss about the solution. Okay, so that is why 8 to 9 we'll discuss about the solution. So that is why we are closing the event on at 8 p.m. So 8 to 9 the session will happen on Zoom. You will get the invitation link on Zoom. So that's why it would be, and that is happen from 8 to 9. So be there to see the solution to all the question, and then you can match the answers as well, so that how many questions you have answered and how many of them are correct. Clear? So yeah, that's it from my side, and deadline of the submission is already answered. The time I am okay. Okay, so that's it from my side. So you are having enough time. I'm hoping it won't take more than 3 to 4 hours, even if you are going thoroughly, because the questions are easy to medium. A couple of questions are hard as well, so that is why it won't take it will take maximum 4 hours for you to analyze and finding the answer. Once you are having all the answers with you, then you can anytime open, go to the website and submit the solution. Okay, once the solution is submitted, you are good to go. Then you can go then you can came to the Zoom session where we are going to discuss live how the whole event works. Okay, so that is it from my side, and I'll see you tomorrow 8 p.m. on Zoom. And till then, just like the session if you enjoy how the whole event works. If you want to know more about the session, or if you want more such sessions to be there, just let me know about that as well, so that we can arrange more such session, more practical knowledge we can give to you with the hands-on experience. Okay, so just like the session, share like it and share it with your friends, your peers, and I'll see you tomorrow then. Take care.